What up? What up? What up? What up? Let's come on in the building. Let's come on in. What up? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good? What's good, y'all? What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? I wanted to talk a little bit this morning, man, and I wanted to talk a little bit this morning on what a man sets his sights on. Um, And really, this hit me last night, and just kind of in my meditation and in my thoughts. It was almost like a dream. And part of the dreams is a feeling too. Like you have like this thought that leads into like a feeling and you can see it. So that's kind of like a dream aspect. Leon P is in the building. What's good, family? Family, family. What's good with you, dog? But I wanted to drop this one today because this was uh this was something that I kind of I had in my mind and my thoughts about really overcoming this sense of I think okay, in other words, what I was talking about, what I was had a vision about and a feeling about was scam. What's up, that dog? What's good with you? It was some shit that I've been talking to you guys about recently. And I saw a Dennis Sperling video. He was talking about there's a new time. There's a new where as black men we're supposed to be going. And I've been saying this for a minute and trying to be a living example of that. But I was thinking about this thought of I think Pimp God just did a video talking about she chose a God, and it kind of my notion was that's really true. And to piggyback on that, I was going to say this: like what you set your mind to, really your sights and your focus. That's really, I mean, when you set your sight to it, that's really your focus. I meant to say. I'm sorry. I'm having all these whole flow of thoughts going through my mind right now, and I was just thinking how, like, for example, going back to when you watch Corn, really look at the women and their focus now is the camera. It's not the dude. Uh, and the dude, he's so geeked. The man mostly be focused in looking at her and what service he's given to her. So, but I look at the energy. It's like when you enter in a woman like that, man, like she's supposed to be, your sight is supposed to be, so when you look at it, you're supposed to be imparting into her even at that moment, right? So I'm thinking about how dudes, it's a weird thing going on. Like that's why she's almost disgusted. And this is why women go, the more men they have, it was no direction. They were just getting fucked, which is where that thousand cock stare come from. You know what I mean? So everybody know that it's just that look they have. It's an emptiness, nothing, you know. All excitement is gone and just numb. She's just a body, you know. So that's all she becomes. So as men, when you operating like that, she's taking a part of you. You're leaving a part of your essence in her that she's taking to other men, whatever that may be. So now some will say, I don't really care. I just wanted to bust a nut. I get it. But I'm saying when that actually makes you tired. It withers you. Men think it's just one exchange, that her high body count is it's a problem, which it is, because she's the DNA and all of that fucking cabal of mixtures of all these different energies and men. That's why the more dick they take, the more masculine they become. It's some deep shit, right? But even if she have a great body and look nice, she hard. You know what I mean? So it's like the adverse effect is fucks with men too, because when you imparting a part of yourself to different women, not getting nothing back in return, um, you're doing this over and over again, you're depleting yourself. This is why I believe a lot of guys, like even with athletes, and I was telling my friend this, I used to joke about it at first, but now it's some real truth to that. When you see like athletes, and I think I talked about this before, but I'm gonna go back over it because I'm trying to make a point. Um, when you see those athletes and they doing shit that they normally don't, dropping balls, just concentration is all. I believe a lot of that has to do with that. Your sexual energy is off. You probably was fucking all week and you're depleted. You're just not the same. Your focus is off. I believe a lot has to do with that. Now, there's some guys that are major simps, but they have the ability to cut that self off to focus on a race or anything. Some men have that ability. And just that little bit of ability to be disciplined for that little moment outweighs most of the men they're competing against, because most men don't have discipline. And that's what I come to learn. Because what are your sights set on? What are your sights set on? So when you're looking at her trying to fuck her, you're giving her your focus. You focus on her. She has to earn that for you to even look at her and take your eye and sight off of your purpose, your higher being. Because giving your sight to a woman, man, a lot of men ain't talking about this, but giving your sight and that energy, it's like when Superman had the red beam to come out of his eyes. When he looked, it can burn through buildings like Cyclops on X-Men. That's some deep shit, man. So when you move with that kind of intensity and that burning within yourself as a god, you sharing your light to something that's very unworthy. You got to really, it ain't just your dick. It's if you looking at her and you focus on her, that's a serious fucking thing. I think if men start really realizing that, I'm telling you, man, your life will change. Your view of how women operate and really how you operate will change. It's really about you. You she's only going to operate based on what serves her. This is why most women can only resort to hoeing completely now, because we're in a transition now. There's a warlike situation going on. Even with the LA fire shit, they trying to build them smart cities over there. We're in the middle of war and a transition into the golden age, heavy. This is why I always get on black men. You got to have sexual discipline right now. That is the key, because it's going to open up so much through your Abdul Oblongata as men to do so many great things for your future, for your lineage. And I don't know, man. I'm just kind of just spitting right now. I'm just thinking, you got to protect. I've been kind of on this tip. In my audio book, I talk about having a vision, and all that shit means something. You cannot set your sights on women too much, looking at them in corn and Instagram. I get it. They're beautiful, but at the same time, that's not the sight. That's not the visual you want in your brain. You don't want that. You want it to a certain degree. When I say a woman should be inspiring and of service to you, at least one of the two. If you get both, that's all you need. If you can get those two things in a woman, she inspires you and she's of service to you, man, that's it. It ain't that complicated for men. Men be saying they need this. Some guys be saying she got to be this, that, and that. I don't see the fit feminine principle is good, yes, but that's good for inspiration only, for the most part. If she's not service to you, some bad bras got nice bodies that could be inspiring, but she not even inspiring because her energy's fucked up. Because her inspiration is supposed to be inspiring you to do. Y'all not hear me. So it ain't inspiring you to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? That's what most dudes get confused. They think it's just inspiration to be fucking her. Like, yeah, man, she got me doing this. And that's what creates the simp. Okay, you got it. The making of a simp in real time. But she's inspiring you to just lose it. So what are you guys' thoughts on that? And obviously, just been weighing heavily in my spirit to just talk to you guys about this, um, to push this message along. And yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's we have to be ever so uh, diligent about really having our sights properly aligned to focus on, because it has to come within. See, a lot of guys are feeding themselves external energy, not internal. In other words, you should be operating. I know my man Soul, Immortal Minds, goes over this. You should be operating with the understanding that that woman you see, you already have her. But to even receive her in the proper way, you have to be the man that that woman needs and can to submit to, yes, but to acquiesce to in every which way. She wants to inspire you. A woman at that level wants to inspire you. It's not that she just inspire you. She wants to inspire you. She do things in the name of you and to get you motivated to do things to do. And like I say, if she's able to serve in any capacity, service that visual, man, you got it made. Now that's a wife. But we're too busy trying to be inspired because I've done that. I'm speaking for something that I've done. A lot of guys, you still probably do it, which I do understand. You see a woman and you keep a picture of her in your phone, ass, and this and that. You motivated. That inspire you. And I get it because there is some truth to that because I still got them myself. But I'm starting to realize that's not even enough. Because if the energy's not right, it's only the external and it's only could be physical. Is this shit making sense to what I'm saying, guys? Are you guys even following this? The 9 people that's in here? Yeah. Hello? Are y'all there? Are you guys there? Checking 1, 2. You guys are flatline today. Y'all must have been out partying last night. But anyway, it seems like I'm talking to the damn graveyard. Are y'all there? Y'all following what? Come on, brothers. God damn. That's some feedback. Everything ain't got to be entertaining. We got to be constantly entertained to be a part of something. Shit. It's crazy. It's like, are you there? What's up, Dark King? Dark King coming. I know Dark King got something to say. He can weigh in. But yeah, man. I just wanted to see if you guys were following, and having a certain level of understanding. But I'm going to have to keep pushing you brothers to higher heights and higher understanding um, on a lot of things, and I believe our sight is fucked up. We have what we fix our eyes upon. It fucks even with our vision because our vision can be something totally external. Like, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but it's not really them. Does that make sense? And we've been told these things for so fucking long to envision yourself to do that. And I agree, but I'm also saying what can cloud your vision. See, my whole point is that is true. Everything they say, you got to be that. You got to become that. I agree with that. But the problem I believe that no one's talking about is that when you have your sights and you taking in certain visuals, it clouds your ultimate vision of whom you can be. It clouds it. So it almost make you a domestic version of what you think you're supposed to be. Because the truth, this some fire shit I'm saying, yo. I don't even know. Yeah, you guys ain't following this. And I think it's probably hard for some of you guys to follow it because when you living it, it's different. Like I'm living what I'm saying. So until you get to that point, it's probably hard to really understand what I'm saying. It sounds crazy, but I'm saying this to say that if 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 you keep your sights on, in other words, let me give you an example. Keep your sights on educational things, things pertaining to being a better version of you. Now, inspirational things can be see now you got to become from of service because you have to be of service to the environment. See, you have to be what I tell y'all y'all have to be, is you the man or not? So are you inspiring and of service to the Most High? Whew, I'm cooking, man. This is some cooking shit right here. Are you inspiring your environment? Are you inspiring even yourself internally? Now you see what I'm saying. To serve the Most High. Because it comes from within us. That's why women need external because they get validation. So it has to be an extreme. You see how they do things in extreme, but it has to almost be an extreme with you in the reverse of looking within to being your best service for the Most High, best servitude to the Most High, both to be inspired with internally to say, hey man, I see these things like this. Let's get with this. Oh man, I see this person doing this. Let me get in there to support or to do X, Y, and Z internally. You get what I'm saying? So if you're getting external inspiration, I'm not saying it's really a bad thing. I'm really not, because I still do it. I'm saying it to say that it should have a direct connect. If you're going to use external, it should be able to connect into your internal. So when you get a woman that's inspirational, she can connect because she's trying to inspire you to keep doing what you're doing or to motivate you to continue on being the best version of yourself. You see the difference? Not inspiring you to get your simp ass to buy her a handbag. Absolutely, Doc King. I knew Doc King was going to share some light, man. These dudes in the chat quiet tonight. I guess they just listening. And I don't know if some of the brothers can really understand what I'm saying, or do they really want to understand? Because once you get to this phase in your life, to this point, a lot of things open up to you that you never thought that will be you, the version of you. And you start to enjoy everything to the fullest. Uh, and you don't overindulge in things in life. Because it's like eating too much steak. If you know, it could be a good steak, but you eating that shit every day, lobster, all these delicacies supposed to be, even though it's shellfish, but you get what I'm saying. Every day it ain't the same anymore. I'm like, man, I eat that shit every day. Joe Sharp said that's hard. That's too hard to find nowadays. I just do me. Might buy me a Rottweiler. Yeah. It's not too hard though. I mean, it's not. Oh, it's definitely hard to find. My bad. I meant to say. I was thinking about something else. No, it's. Yeah, it's going. And I was telling my mother this the other day. I was like, Mom, I said that's tough. I said, but you have to just stay. That's why I say it has to come within, because it'll keep your life exciting, and your life will be an adventure within yourself. I'm living it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this journey and making things happen, because you're not tied to anything other than your internal being. that wants to keep going, that wants to indulge and see new things, the new you. It's want to pull that other you out. I get it. What's up, Top Cass? Shout out to Top Cass in the building. But yeah, man. Let me do this. I'm gonna post a link for you guys to call in for a little bit, chop it up. If y'all want to call in, exactly, Dark King. You said the harmony of your inner self and the life you're creating externally. Exactly. Dark King gets it. Like Hawk was after Thanos. What was that? Let's get the beast back out. Right. That's a good point, Top Cat. That's a good point. I'll put the link in. If anybody want to call up for a minute, just for a few, I'm gonna do this at the end. It's the end. I'm gonna fight. I didn't want to plan on staying on here too long. But exactly, Top Cat. That's exactly. Both you and Dark King saying some real shit. So I'm saying it to say when I saw uh, when I see the energy with a lot of women now in the exchange, it's all about themselves. That mirror is all about her and how she see herself, but it's external. That's why she need a plethora of simps. That's why she need constant validation. See, you have to be the extreme with internal you to make yourself be excited about you inspired. Remember I talked about I went out with this chick. Remember I told y'all, like, I realized then this out with this chick, and I was just talking about life and excitement and just kind of like, remember that video? I think it was during the summertime. And I realized then, I said, most people ain't excited about shit. They don't have nothing to look forward to. You see what I'm saying? So it makes you look like maybe you're corny because you have visions and aspiration. Remember I told y'all that story? That shit was wild, man. And it hit me then. This chick was fairly attractive. She was probably like a 6. I remember I told y'all about that. And I was just talking to her about things like, yeah, what are you into? Like, what are you, but you realize then, and some dudes are niggas that talking about they got game. See, man, you doing too much talking. This is what dudes will tell me. You doing too much talking. See, a woman I'm like, dog, I ain't trying to fuck. Like, I'm not, you having a strategy to get her to be on you. I'm like, I'm not having no strategy. I'm just having a conversation. Like, hey, like I'm talking to y'all. Like, man, I'm asking her, like, what are some of the stuff that you into? Like, I was telling her about some of the artists that I like, Jackson Pollock, and just I'm chilling. Like, this is what I tell y'all when they say the nice guys feel, man, fuck all that nice guy shit. Just be that man, be that dude. Like, who gives a fuck whether people say you nice or bad? It's like niggas. That's why I said dudes on YouTube, man. Everything they do is predicated around a bitch. And I think that video Pimp God just posted, that chick that I forgot the Arab chick name, he was right because she said that too. She was like, most of men do is for women. And I said that a long time ago. I said, yo, that's what I said when they said the nice guys finish last. Who gives a fuck? What does that mean? Nice meaning what? You're not a Pookie. You're not Ray Ray. You're not, you know what I mean? They're not, they simps. Are they not? I don't know what it means anymore. Just be a respectable dude, yo. If she don't fuck with you, she don't fuck with you. Who gives a fuck? Let me see. Who's it? Top Cast.
What up, Doc? Good
Yo,
morning. Can
what's
you hear me?
good, fam? Yeah, I can
What's
hear you
good
good.
with you?
What's good with you, man?
I
Happy
done
New
passed.
Year too, man.
Same to you. Same to you. Same to everybody that's listening that will listen in the future. I passed through your area a few times, man, but I ain't hit you up because I was on the move.
Oh, it's
But
all good.
here go my superpower, and I recognize my superpower all the way back when I was in the first grade, and the very first time that a female approached me sexually. I'm talking about back in the panty pumping days. See, this how long I've been doing this. You ain't gotta do nothing but exist and have in your mind these bitches want me, and
Mm,
just go about doing what you doing. You could see. I'm aloof, so I don't have to pretend to do it. I The way my life works is I am completely oblivious to women until I consciously decide to pay them some attention. And
exactly.
99% of the time, I'm not paying them direct attention because I know what a lot of guys don't know as far as validation go. As soon as you open your mouth and talk to her before she talk to you first, or before you choose, or if you choose her before she choose you first, you have already lost.
I agree.
You have already lost. You have already validated her. And this is why dudes will approach women, compliment them, and then get nothing in return for it. Because she done already got what she was looking for.
Yeah.
So what I have done throughout my lifetime, and it's part of my personality, being aloof. This how I had my first fucking threesome in high school, in the ninth grade. I
Wow.
basically got sexually assaulted by a black chick and a white chick in ninth grade and got my dick sucked by two women at the same time.
Damn.
And I ain't paid neither one of these bitches no attention. I had no fucking idea they even had that kind of thought about doing something like that to me. Hence, I'm completely oblivious about what the fuck they got going on, because what I got going on is the most important thing in my life and in my mind.
Yo, that's real, dog.
Everything else is secondary.
And that's
And
why
it,
you understand what I've been saying about the sights, your visual, like that shit means something, man. Like I think we take it for granted. Oh, I'm just looking. I'm just like, nah, because I can prove it. When you busy doing something, if you out somewhere and you don't, you see how women try to walk in front of you a little extra bit. They are very
facts, facts,
aware of your visual and what it can do to you.
very
So
that's
I say,
facts.
and the Bible even said that you look upon a woman too long or within lust or something. They talked about that a few times, and I'm like, man, that is some truth to that. And I'm like, and I'm talking to myself, like, you sit there, start looking, you start wondering how that ass move. You be like, damn, like it's like then you get caught up in a whole nother sensory. So it's like you got to keep your sights above, man. You can't be on that type shit because that shit would drain you. That shit would take you under.
Hey, Doc, I'm gonna put it to you like this, I posted this before several times, and I'm not saying this to be braggadocious. I'm saying it because it's actual facts. In my lifetime, I have squandered more opportunities to fuck bitches than dudes have ever been offered, and that don't even include the women that I actually had sex with. This just the bitches who I fucked the pussy up on, or I just wasn't interested in smashing them. That
Wow.
to establish the validity of the shit that I be saying about chicks. Like dudes just don't know. A woman will always be the biggest trick between men and women. But what women have managed to do is to convince dudes to be like them.
Yep.
and trick off on them. And that's why these bras don't respect you.
And I was thinking
Because
about
they
it.
could fool that you could be fooled that easily.
I was thinking. I was telling my brother, man, my god brother. Um, y'all heard me talking about him. He's like a trainer. He the one married and shit. But I was telling him because he be asking me questions because he still struggles with the corn and stuff. Not as bad because he said it's not as. He said, but I was telling him, I said, man, you ever just watch it right and then really look at their faces? And he said, man, that shit true. I said, that shit is crazy. I said because the dude's sight is on her and she be looking in the camera. She ain't even. I said, she gone. So it's like, I just look at something small as that, meaning in the man, most men will say, well, I don't care. I'm just getting some man. I said, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm saying you're draining a part of you into nothing. It's like a fucking nothing. So I'm saying when you start valuing whom you are, all that shit changed. That shit that you saying, well, I don't care. I just want to bust this. Now I'm like, trust me, it's going to change when your vibrations change because it's like, because your sight ain't set on that lower part of you anymore. It's like it ain't that important. She has to now fit into your visual and what you're trying to do. She gonna have to make that known, which is why I say she has to be inspirational to you or of service to you. So those are the is woman. So I'm saying as men, you have to become that the is man. Uh, is you the man or not? To the Most High. You got to be of service to Him, and you got to be inspirational, meaning through your vision and how you see things, how you operate. And how do you inspire your internal man to inspire other men to be their best self? So that's what it's about for us. But see, we too busy trying to impress bitches and trying to get pussy. That's why I said your external sight fucks with you eventually because most of the shit you do is to get a bitch.
Yeah, not only are dudes, black dudes specifically, not only are they, I'm saying tender dicks, generally speaking, because they do the most when it comes to dealing with women when they don't have to. And not only that, but most black dudes don't realize how we are viewed. I mean, like globally by other groups of people.
Yeah.
I was watching. I posted a few videos on my Instagram where this rather handsome young black fella be, what I'm saying, doing video chats with Asian women. And what struck me is very, very interesting and intriguing, but also concerning, is the responses he kept getting from these Asian women. Yeah, they was attracted to him physically, at least that's what they saying. But the two most consistent things that you keep hearing out of them is nigga and BBC.
See?
And dudes, black dudes are so fucking oblivious to our global image as a group of men that they allow themselves, myself included. Don't misunderstand me now, because a lot of the shit that I say motherfuckers is guilty of, I've been guilty of too. I'm top of the goddamn list. T.O.P. That's why that's my name. But it's a lot of shit that y'all do that I ain't guilty of. But motherfuckers we don't think about the shit that we engage in, including the things that, including those engagements being our very fucking thoughts, yo. And it's why we stay losing. And it's why we stay being viewed like we are by our own women, by other groups of women, by other groups of men. And like I said before, man, it's a very, very tough job being a man. It's very difficult. It's hard work. And
I
one part
agree.
of being a man
Hmm.
is you got to have control over your sexuality, because without it, you ain't a man. I got a
Nah,
whole video on my YouTube of a chick who I be fucking in real life. I could call her on the phone. You could call her on the phone. And she would verify to you exactly what the fuck I'm saying is exactly how the fuck I be doing. Because she give me money on demand. And I ain't even fucked her in 2 years.
see what I'm saying? But that's how it's supposed to be. And the thing about it is, I believe,
You can't get a chick to her body. You gotta get her through her mind, yo.
but that's the key. But that's what I was about to say. I believe now and I haven't said this yet, but I'm gonna say it here first. I believe now, just like you just made me think about this. The script got to be flipped because I believe now men gonna have to start valuing their what left of their little chastity and their sexual value in that manner. I really believe it's gonna have to flip. Like you have to become almost well, a man can't be a virgin anyway. He gonna have to just have discipline over his dick and
Discipline.
not really um he had to
Then
protect that. He gonna have to start
hit
protecting that aspect of himself because the women are definitely not doing it. They just promoting just whatever. But that's
peep
not
this.
that's not that's not for that's not in other words, the women are not they because you see videos now, they getting to the extreme. They say they want to teach young boys that's virgins. So they going after young males that ain't really had sex. Cause I don't really call men virgin for esoteric reason, but they haven't experienced. So that's training the young males to just think about sex. Remember the sight. So they on a spiritual level, these women know what they're doing on a spiritual level. It ain't just the fucking. They're just using that to control men. I'm saying men need to start flipping the script and start saying, nah, fuck, almost an adverse feeling. Like, bitch, you just coming with pussy? Like, you got to almost start to resent it to that level. But go ahead. What you about to say?
Exactly. Um, the white gal Esther Villar said in her book, The Manipulated Man, that um that if men were to gain the ability to discipline themselves sexually, that alone will change women's sexual behavior.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the inverse of how women select certain kinds of dudes based on what they
yeah.
got, what they wear, what kind of finances they. You understand what I'm saying? If dudes were to actually have sexual discipline, I'll give you an example. If we all had a bro code. And it was implicitly understand we don't fuck other men's wives, we don't fuck other men's girlfriends, and we verify whether these chicks are actually single before we slept with them. These chicks wouldn't be able to sleep around.
I agree.
They wouldn't be able to. Who they gonna sleep with? Is it, well, they'll be able to sleep with each other. But then, as a guy, that's not such a bad thing. You understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
dudes, we got way more motherfucking power than we give ourselves credit for, and this is probably at the heart of why women don't view us as leaders. It's because
Mm,
we don't do leader shit. You see what I'm saying?
that's some
It's
cold
like
shit right
it's
there.
like I give you an example. When I said earlier that I'm not being braggadocious about how much pussy I could have got that I didn't get, some of those times it was because I was just like, I don't even want to fuck this bitch. What is it? It ain't gonna amount to nothing. I'm
Yep.
not even gonna waste my time. Or I can already see this. If I fuck this bitch, it's gonna be problems that I don't want to deal with. And this is why I say shit to guys like, you really need to sit down, have a conversation with a chick. Then take that bitch to the park, buy a motherfucking 99-cent water. If she a real bitch, she'll come with a case of water like my bitch did me. You understand what I'm saying? And sit down
Right.
and talk to her. Have a real conversation with her. Pick her brain. Don't be judgmental, but don't be a fucking fool either. Listen to what she's saying.
But that's what I was telling you when I was out with that one chick. I told you I during the summer. And I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, these bitches they ain't got nothing going on. When you sitting talking, you excited about things. I'm telling them like, yeah, I'm working on these things. I'm doing this. We're trying to get things. I said, what's your thoughts on it? Like, what are I get them involved, but so I'm testing them then like, hey, what, look, bitch, I got shit going on, but I'm like, what do you like? What do you like to do? Because I'm not just trying to fuck. There's a whole different thing. So you measure her on a different scale than the most niggas. They'll be trying to impress her to just fuck. Like, yeah, I got this and this and
That's how you
that.
make women glitch when you know they want to fuck you and you know you can fuck them and you don't fuck them. They don't know what the fuck to do. They don't know how. Most of the time, they don't know how to respond to that because that's as
No,
far as their game goes. is how to attract you on a sexual level. But if most women, if you just have a conversation with them, most of them, they not even on the same intellectual level as you as a man, because they just don't think in that way.
Nope,
It's
because they never
very,
had
very,
to.
it's very, very rare that you meet a woman who, is intellectually stimulating enough that she can keep your attention having a conversation.
That's some real shit. Because you know
You know
why?
what I'm
Because
saying?
she never had to. But most
Exactly.
simps are busy
But
trying to impress her to have sex, and that's all she know. Go
exactly,
back to what you said. That's
exactly,
all she know.
exactly. And
Whether she
again,
gonna give
what
you
you
some pussy
just
or not, that's it. It's like,
exactly what you just said is the same thing I said in a different way. The problem ain't these women. The problem is these dudes. Because if you the leader, then you lay down the motherfucking rules. That's a bar. Um, and if she don't follow them, then she's not. You're no longer her leader. She go to fuck on find somebody else who she will listen to. But I don't know nothing.
that's some real shit, bro. Yeah, man. But I appreciate you calling up. I'm about to skedaddle now. But
I feel you. I'm over here nursing a Heineken in the middle of the afternoon, so I just wanted to
yeah,
come. I just wanted to
nah,
chime in, drop a few gems
always,
on the family.
always a pleasure when you call, bro. Always, always. But yeah,
No
man.
doubt, no doubt. We
All right,
kicking it
fam.
in the background.
All right, that's what's up.
All right, peace to you, Doc.
Peace,
Peace to
fam.
everybody in the chat.
All right. That's my man Top Cat. Always a pleasure. When he got the game. He already got it. He already know what time it is. But yeah, man, that's some high level shit though. He's saying. I mean, we both on the same page, and he definitely gets it. So it's like, man, she has to. Like I said, I had this this one chick. She, she ain't inspiring, just really physical, but she's a server. She want to make sure she always please me. So that's one part of it. At least you got that part. You know what I mean? So it's like, uh, that's a good thing. They got to be one or the other at least. If you get both, that's wife. At the very minimal. So wifey in your consciousness, wifey. I ain't talking about paperwork. But y'all get it, man. But yeah, man, this is some fire shit, man. This was some fire shit. I ain't get one contributor today, not one. That's some crazy shit. 47 minutes, no ties, not one contributor. The whole show. Damn, that's fucked up. We were dropping some game today. This is some life-changing game, but I ain't get one supporter. That's nasty work. Woo. I'll wait for y'all to support the channel. Mm-mm. Yep, that was some cold game though, man. Yeah, it's some fire shit. Yeah. King, Top K, yep. Yep, you right. Top Cast is definitely right. Yep, your mentality definitely dictates the interaction. And it is 99.9 psychological. So yeah, it's some real shit, man. Real shit. Well, since we're not gonna get no supporters today, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Go ahead and get some work done. and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. Yeah.
Eddie, you know the game is on?
Yeah, I'm about to come in.
Yeah, Denver just threw a